had a knife. Isn't a good thing to lose. Oh, it's in my pocket. I'm not sure what's in here. Oh, so these are just packing envelopes. Can't steal that. All of my 1 and 2 print orders and all my stickers will go in a smaller one. Cellophane sleeves. And then, what is this? Oh! I'm so glad I recorded this now! This wasn't supposed to be here until Friday! I made the plunge. And I got a thermal printer. This one came with the first 50 printing dealies. That's super handy. As I get used to using my thermal printer, more and more orders will have tracking. Everything's about to blow up. I'm so excited! And I got, oh, this looks kind of complicated. Also, what I was doing before is I had to lug out my huge printer, my big printer, and that feels like a waste of paper anyway. It's gonna save me so much time right now. There's gonna be less growing pains in the future. Yeah. Up until now, I've had few enough designs that I could kind of just, if I really needed to, print as I go, but it's a lot to keep track of now. So in the last video, I printed everything I needed to print, and then I counted everything, put it back in the organizer, got it back out into the playhouse. Now that everything's inventorized, and from now on when I print more, I can just add to what's already counted, all of my inventory right now is kind of just naked. I need to go through and properly protect all of them, because that also just makes the packing process that much easier. I just boom, boom, boom. Especially once I have the labels. So streamlined. It makes me kind of feel bad sometimes because this is my job, kind of. Or at least I want it to be more like a job. But I don't spend that much time actually doing it. But also that's kind of the point, because I don't want to be doing the job. My dream isn't to be in fulfillment. My dream is to be an artist. So, weird imposter syndrome stuff, I guess. So, I have a really big idea. I'm not one for sketchbook spreads, but I started the sketch and it just kind of kept going, and I'm so excited about it. Never go big like this. I don't get to do this often because I see my palette as it ages like a fine wine, but this undercrust is starting to peel, so I thought we could do it together. Wait, please come up all in one. There you go. While you watch me paint this heron, I wanted to talk a little bit about what inspired me. I live in the Pacific Northwest. They're really common here. Anywhere there's a slow flowing body of water, there's like a decent chance you're gonna see them. There's a park pretty often. My family goes on nature trips, and almost always we'll spot a heron or an egret, and they always feel just so magical. I love herons.
This is me slowly convincing myself to get a heron tattoo.
One time my husband, who works outside, saw a heron flying over him, and as it flew, one of its big wing feathers fell down, like right to him, and caught it, and he brought it home to me. That's so special. That sounds like the beginning of a story, you know, that I could see. Trying to show my reference image. There we go. Ooh, that almost looks, yeah, that's the goal right there. That's perfect.
they fly with that curve in their neck, and that's also how they hunt. Their neck is like spring-loaded. It's really cool to watch. They like snap it out. The color palette kind of just developed on its own, especially in the neck. I could recall some images in my head of, there's a specific artist that I'm thinking of. Put some examples up on the screen. I think the underpainting was a super important part of why that worked. I want to play around with that more. I think I got a similar effect in my sketchbook, which I'll show you later. I was driving home, was just thinking about how we go to this nature preserve that's actually in the middle of our town. They just thrive there. We always see them. I imagine how widespread they must have been. Like when I drive down our country road, it's all been mowed down to these flat, rolling hills. I imagine if the trees were still there, how dense the wilderness would be where my house is. It would actually be like a really dense evergreen forest or a wetland. I don't like to imagine, but I can, in my mind's eye, see how we've relegated these modern dinosaurs basically to a preserve that's what, 10 square miles. When we're walking there, we always see them flying, coming and going. I wonder where they go from preserve to preserve. It makes me sad to think about, but it makes me really grateful that I get to see them at all. Hear the sleepy time music? That means kiddos are sleeping, which means I have some time for work. All of my orders for the day are packed. I even have a couple big ones, which is exciting. I couldn't figure out how to make the thermal printer work, so I'm hoping to do that tonight before I get any more big orders, because I think I'm only going to get more as the holidays get closer. But what I'm actually going to do right this second, since I clearly need to make a run to the post office, I'm reusing this box and then on trade to my friend who met through TikTok to put together a gallery wall for her soul pup who passed away. She's sending me a really cool canvas. This is my submission to her gallery wall. I painted this way back in July. Me and her are like chronic procrastinators. I doubt she sent it yet, to be honest. And I don't blame her, because neither am I. And very Lisa Frank. She calls this money laundering Ollie. Since Leno is like kind of my bread and butter, I made her a special stamp of Ollie. He's so precious. I'm so excited to send this to her. I have like a couple of really good prints that I'm sending, along with all of the prints that I think she would like. She's complimented me on this one before, so obviously I had to send it. She also has a kitty, and then of course, all of the prints of Ollie. This is dog moms are moms too, and cat moms are moms too. These are my first 2 products ever. So they're honestly due for a redesign, but I'm almost out of them, so that's okay. That's everything I'm sending to Gracie at Long Dog Art. Yeah. I hope you like it, Gracie. This is hands down the biggest post office run I've ever had. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. Look at all my cute stamps. There's a part of me that's really sad to see Ollie go, but there's another part of me that's really excited to not have it taking up space in my head, and I can move on to one of the other projects that I'm really excited about. Yo, okay.
Do you have another address?
Just this for me.
Okay. Gracie's postage is paid for. All of my orders are sent out. And I just have to run home and text her the tracking. And then I'm done for the day.
So now it's later. I've actually spent a lot of time in my sketchbook this week. The Heron actually really kicked off. Kind of a painting streak. I really just wanted to keep going, and I went through my most recently completed sketchbook, looked at a bunch of sketches, especially like animals and things, went and I underpainted all of them, and then I went back and I just colored them in, but with paint. I'll have to do a proper sketchbook tour, but these are some of my favorites. I've been wanting to go for like a looser painting style. When I paint on canvas, I overwork it. Like, want to go really realistic or really polished. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I wanted to relax a little bit. Blah blah blah, the unicorn, go. But this one, I stared at for days after I painted it. I'm still so in awe of this pink baby goat. She's glowing. The deer is really pretty. This is the last one. This guy made an appearance on my Instagram along with